camera action. We're on the red carpet as Beeston's first cinema for 60 years gets ready to officially open.
Now, the red carpet is being rolled out in Beeston in Nottinghamshire tonight to mark the return of cinema to the town for the first time in 60 years.
Well, the Arc Cinema opens to the public tomorrow, but there's a VIP launch this evening, and our correspondent Peter Bean is there for us. Peter, I used to live in Beeston. I wish I hadn't moved now. We'd have loved a cinema. It's a massive night for the town, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not quite tuxedo time, Matt. I mean, come on, this is Beeston, not Hollywood. But you're right, you said the red carpet's been rolled out, and look, there it is behind me, because we've got a VIP launch tonight with 60 guests here. And among them is the BAFTA award-winning film director, Shane Meadows, who lives not very far from where I'm standing now. We'll be talking to him in just a bit. But first of all, let's just reflect on the story of how the big screen came back to Beeston.
This is a bona fide proposition, Mr. Reisner. In this world, you gotta think big.
If you remember this, you may remember the last time Beeston had a cinema. SOS Pacific, starring the East Midlands' very own Dickie Attenborough, was the last movie to be shown in the town. That was in the Palace Cinema on High Road. It closed its doors for the last time in 1960.
It's been incredible. It's been such a journey.
Now, 6 decades later, the big screen is back. The Arc Cinema opens tomorrow, and at the helm is a woman who's Beeston born and bred.
Isn't it amazing? It's something that's been needed for the town for such a long time, and it's the buzz in Beeston about this is incredible.
The £50 million Arc is the first new cinema to open in the country since the start of the pandemic. From the outside, it's hard to believe it houses 8 screens and 700 seats, although to start with, it will be running at half capacity. It's all part of the wider redevelopment of Beeston Square, which will eventually bring new apartments, bars and restaurants.
I think it's a good idea, it's great, it looks beautiful.
I've actually got tickets for next week to see a new film, so it's exciting and it's really local as well.
I think it's very good, man. I think it's going to attract a lot of attention coming into Beeston and stuff like that.
It's been a long wait to get from this to this, but Beeston can once more offer a night out at the flicks. So yes, the waiting is finally over for the people of Beeston, and that includes this man I'm about to speak to now, Shane Meadows, the film director who lives very close to where we are now. I mean, Shane, first of all, what's it feel like to have this on your doorstep now?
Well, it's incredible, and there's a local film festival that's been running here in a little pub over the road that's now going to get to actually screen all of its films for new filmmakers in these incredible new facilities, which in itself, because I started in 1994 and the Broadway cinema gave me a similar opportunity, and it led to things for me in a career that I never would have had. So to know that, you know, that's available for filmmakers in Nottingham is a wonderful thing.
A nice touch, they're showing your film Somers Town tonight, aren't they? That's nice.
Yeah, and Somers Town was actually, there was a gentleman from Beeston called Greg Nugent, who was a local guy, and so there's something, there's a nice symmetry to the fact that that's the film that's being shown, because it was born in Beeston, and to bring it back home, even though it was made in London, is obviously brilliant.
Now, it's interesting timing, isn't it? Because cinemas have been closed for so long, and all of us have been streaming stuff onto our devices. I mean, how convinced are you that audiences are going to come back to the big screen?
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but when I've tried to set a cinema up at home, you know, while the hiatus was on, and it's like having a sort of a Great Dane in a terrace house. It's big and, you know, a lot, but it's not. There's nothing quite like. I just went into the new cinemas here. They've got some incredible screens, and there's nothing like coming with your family or coming by yourself and sitting in a gigantic room with amazing sound system, amazing screen. You know, it takes a lot of people back to their childhoods, and you can get close at home, but you can never quite replicate it. So I think they'll be absolutely flying.
Just finally, quickly, you're doing a costume job at the moment, a bit of a departure for you, yeah?
Yeah,
going well?
Yeah, you'd think so, but the people that are in it are all quite naughty, and they're up to all kinds of no good. So although it's a period drama, it's going to be a proper Meadows version.
Great, well, enjoy the evening tonight. Thanks so much for joining us,
Thank
Shane.
you.
One of 60 guests who are here tonight. They get to see Somers Town tonight, and then tomorrow it opens proper to the public, and cinema is back in Beeston.
Peter, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.